Hi everyone, it's Mike here and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So it's time for another Oracle prompt for the Mission Inspiration Facebook group. So today's prompt is cosmic. So embrace the vastness of the universe where stars and galaxies dance in harmony. Like stardust, recognize your connection to the cosmos. Navigate with awe and wonder, for in the cosmic expanse find your place and purpose. Celebrate infinite possibilities where the mysteries of the cosmos illuminate your journey with magic and potential. There we go. I love the graphic this week, and I'm going to use that graphic for a change as my inspiration for my art journal page. I just love the fact that we've got the lines and those kind of circles of the heavenly bodies which look like they're kind of in orbit and doing a cosmic dance. So that's what I'm going to try and replicate today on this side of the page. So as we're working through my art journal, as you can see, it's getting quite thick now, but I'm working on the back side of that second signature because that first signature is full. So we've gone on to the second signature and we've still got these last few pages remaining. So that's where it's going to go in that one there. So working on this side, I'm also going to use my brand new volume 2 of the Page Breakers. Everybody loved the Page Breakers so much that I've done a second volume. This time it's in conjunction with Indigo Blue. So they've released these as well on their website, and they're going to be taking these on the TV in the next week or two. So I'm going to have a flick through. So these are the same as the other Page Breakers, same format, but different colorways, different patterns. There are one or two which are similar to the first set, like this one. I wanted to include a few extras because the continuity from volume 1 to volume 2, but this next set has got some real different colours in there. So some colours that I think can also be used for different occasions. There's a couple in here which will be perfect backdrops for like Halloween pages. I mean, look at those. I mean, that one, perfect for Halloween. Spooky season coming up. But also some darker ones. Now I like this back page here. It's already got a circle on it. So I'm going to take that out of my copy. Pop that down there on the floor. I've got my paper trimmer here somewhere. I'm going to use this side. So what I want to do is just straighten that bit off first. That bit of rough edge. And I think my blade needs replacing. Let's just take it a bit closer. It certainly does need replacing. There we go. And then I'll trim that down to the right height, which is not that far off. It's obviously just one side of the blade which is blunt. And then flip that round so it's all right if I work it from the top, and do it about 5 1/4 probably will work best on this page. There we go. Hello, Mr. Floppy Ears. That's Mr. Nippy, and of course he's just woken up, which means Mr. Bentley's just woken up, which means that now both of them will want to go for a wee-wee. So I'm going to work on this, but I'm not going to stick it directly onto my art journal page just yet because I don't want to get any mess on the other side. So let me just go let the boys out for a wee and then I'll be right back. All right, so now the boys are watered and fed and toileted. I can get cracking again. So I've got some white and black gesso. I've got some mark making bits and pieces here. I've also got my new Abstract Marks stamp, which I'm going to be using this one here from this set. in the background of this art journal page. So the first thing I want to do is just take some white paint, and I've shaken it up, and I'm going to take some of the white paint from the lid, and I'm just going to put it down here on my work surface, and then I'm going to take some of these mark making tools. I won't say inked up. I've got some white paint on those, and I'm going to come in and I'm going to start adding in some lines, some more lines than what's already in the background. In the actual pattern of the paper. Just like that. And then I'm going to turn it this way and just do some light marks across the page, just following the pattern that's already in that paper. Like so. Right, just grab a wet wipe, because that's just the quickest and easiest thing, just to get rid of that. And then we can put that away. And then I've got some other circles, and then we can just start bringing some of those circle marks in. Okay, and I think the trick with this art journal page today is going to be one of kind of quiet restraint, is not to go overboard, he says, and I'll probably ignore my own advice, but I'm going to try and not to go too overboard. Okay, so that's the white. Now I'm going to come in with some black. Gloopy black. So we'll go straight in with the black there. And then maybe there. But what I want to do as well is bring in some larger circles. Now I've got this lid here, so what I'll need for that is a brush, grab a wodge of paint, and then what I'll need to do is to drop that in the middle and then just gently twist it until I've got paint all the way around. Hopefully that's now got paint all over, so I'm now going to come in and then, so we've only got half of it, but that's okay. Let's turn it and see if I can get it lined up. If it's not perfect, it doesn't matter. That's it, that's fine. And then I can use the paint pot there and then take another lid to get a different size. like so. And then all I have to do is just grab a wet wipe and then just go around the edges, just cleaning them off. There we go. But because it's paint anyway, well, it's paint pot on paint, I don't think we need to go too mad. Get all this cleaned up, and then I'll be right back once I've had a bit of a tidy. So I've had a bit of a tidy up. Before I add anything else onto here now, I want to add some splish splashes. We're talking cosmic, so we do need some kind of faux pretend sort of stars in the background, if you like. So let's just add some of those. And it's a dark background anyway, so you can get away with quite a lot. And maybe some fairly kind of, yeah, some fairly largish ones. Brilliant stuff. Love that. All right, so again, quick wipe and dry, and then I'll be back. So the white gesso splatters have had plenty of time to dry. I actually stopped for lunch to let them. Why not? Take the opportunity. Right, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use the stamp, the Abstract Marked 1 stamp, which is the circle one. I'm going to mount it onto one of my Skinny Minis. And I'm going to use this Encore Ultimate Metallic ink, which I've had in my stash for absolutely years, and it's never dried up. So this is gold, and it really does give a beautiful kind of gold sheen. So I'm going to try and keep it as straight as possible. I suppose I should have done this on the stamp platform, just to give it that extra kind of control, if you like. So I think actually after all these years it is actually starting to dry up a little bit, which is fine, because I have had my money's worth out of it. Now you see there's some definite metallic going on there. So we'll do one coming down towards the bottom. Just turn that around with a bit of scrap. And then now I'm trying to keep it as straight as I possibly can, but the best laid plans, as they say. So I suppose you could use gold embossing powder if you don't have gold ink, so just tamper with, stamp with the usual kind of embossing ink, and then just go over the top with gold embossing powder. Why not? I just think it adds a little bit more of a dimension in that, just a little bit of a sheen. Right, so that's the gold. So now what I want to do is I'm going to come in with another piece of paper, but one that I've got plenty of colour in. So let's just take that sheet, and then I've got some punches So let's punch a couple of nice red ones, and then I've got a larger one that I want to do in that kind of orangey yellow yumminess there. There we go. Right, I'll put those away in a second. And then what I'm going to do is grab my distress ink and it's literally just to give them a little bit of a border going all the way around, which keeps it in keeping kind of with the dark circles that we've got going on there. I think that punch is a bit raggy. Might need sharpening. Time to get out the tin foil, or the aluminium foil. There we go. Aluminium. It's one of those great words, isn't it, that we've got different pronunciations for, but the English spelling and the American spelling is slightly different, which is why Americans say aluminum and we say aluminium, because we've got extra letters in ours. Right, okay, so let's use some grab and go. Could use a glue stick, but I'm going to use the grab and go. If I can unblock the nozzle, that is. A little bit in the middle. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that so it's kind of interacting with those circles there. I've got a little, excuse my tummy. Tell I've eaten, can't you? It's either saying thank you or it's complaining. So I'm on a low carb diet at the moment, so high protein, low carb. I did have some carbs, but only 30 grams, which was just a couple of Ryvita biscuits along with tuna and coleslaw. And then we're going to have one more of those. At the top. And I'm trying to keep, see there's lines in each one, so I'm trying to keep it so that the lines are kind of in line with everything else. Just like that. Just like that. I did have a baby wipe somewhere. There we go. Just get rid of that. Okay, so I'm going to give that a couple of seconds just to grab hold of, and then I'll be right back. So it's been a minute or two. They've kind of held on. So I've brought out the white gesso again. So what I want to do is just bring out some more of that gesso and just add in a couple more circles just over those ones that I've just placed. I'm pressing fairly hard just because there's different texture levels. because you've got two layers, one layer of paper over the top of the other. So I just want to push down a little bit harder. And then for this one, let's do that intersecting those two. There we go. Kind of now makes it blend a bit more into that background, so it doesn't look as though it's just like the final layer, if you know what I mean. So I'll just give that a quick wipe. Get rid of that. Okay, and then we'll just get this dried off and then I'll be back. All right, so they're dry. So I've got my little quote for my page. Seeing as the prompt is cosmic, then we have to have a cosmic quote. There are lots and lots of really good quotes out there from cosmologists or astronauts or physicists, you know, people like Einstein, that you can get quotes from, Carl Sagan, or all those kind of fabulous, inspirational, intellectual giants. Or choose your own. Not that you're not an intellectual giant. Shall I take that a bit closer? There we go. Lovely. Right, definite glue stick, scratch paper, peel off, and then have that down there. So my quote, if you can't read it or can't see it, says, "The stars whisper cosmic secrets to those who listen." Love it, love it, love it, love it. Right, where's my page? There we go. So let's just open that back up, and that can now go in there. So I'll just flip that over, grab some glue, right, let's see if we can get this. I might just need to get my head in shot for this one, or maybe not. Make sure we've got a bit of an even border going all the way around. Give it a little push. It should grab pretty quickly. There we go. Love that, but we're not quite done. I did have, yes, one of my pens. So I'm going to do a little scribbly border, but this time just do it kind of like little scribbly circles, just because it's more in keeping. Just random kind of little circle chains, couple together, maybe one single. And it just brings that kind of blackness from the back, the background of the journal into the foreground a bit. And then what you can do, just to kind of finish off if you want, is just to add just some scribbles. Like so. It just kind of helps to tie everything together. What I'm going to do with this one is I'm just going to break that. I sounded like a little four-paw creature. Hello, darling. Mr. Nip has come to visit me again. Hello. He's so cute. And then, yes, I know. A couple of little jazzy, just to kind of bring it all together. Oh, they're both at it now. Yes, I think I like that one. Yes, definitely like that. Enjoyed doing that one. And I hope you've enjoyed watching me create it too. So if you have, please remember to give the video a thumbs up, share it with your friends. And if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel already, you can do so by clicking the button at the end of the video. That on screen there is the URL for our Mission Inspiration Facebook group, where we have the weekly art challenges. So there's a clickable link in the description area below, or below the video if you're looking at this on my blog. So that's all from me for now. I will see you all again very soon. Bye for now. I'd like to say a huge thank you to all of my angels, because without you, these videos would not be possible. And don't forget, you can access your exclusive angel-only content over on my website. There's a link in the description area below. Thank you.